Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my today's class, my dear students of Honours Third Year. Here, this is Shongita Sarkar, lecturer, Department of English, Government BM College, Borishal. I think all of you are safe and sound and staying at home. I wish always all the best for you, and I think all of you are staying at home and with your study. So let's start my today's class. My today's topic is psycholinguistics. At first, we should know the definition of psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics or psychology of language is the study of the interrelation between linguistic factors and psychological aspects. So you have to realize that psycholinguistics is related to psychology or mind and also linguistics. The discipline is mainly concerned with the mechanisms by which language is processed and represented in the mind and brain. That is the psychological and neurobiological factors that enable humans to acquire, use, comprehend, and produce language. Psycholinguistics is the branch of cognitive science. So, it's a science. It combines the study of psycholinguistics emerged in the late 1950s and 1960s as a result of Chomskyan revolution. Area of study. Psycholinguistics is an interdisciplinary field that consists of researchers from a variety of different backgrounds, including psychology, cognitive science, linguistics, speech and language pathology, and discourse analysis. So, psycholinguistics is related with all of these branches. Psycholinguistics study how people acquire and use language according to the following main areas. Language acquisition, how do children acquire language? Then language comprehension, how do people comprehend language? Language production, how do people produce language? And lastly, second language acquisition, how do people who already know one language acquire another one? So, these are the area of study or the main areas that is deals in psycholinguistics. Origin of psycholinguistics. The theoretical framework for psycholinguistics began to be developed before the end of the 19th century as the psychology of language. The science of psycholinguistics, so-called, began in 1936 when Jacob Cantor, a prominent psychologist at the time, used the term psycholinguistic as a description within his book An Objective Psychology of Grammar. However, the term psycholinguistics only came into widespread usage in 1946 when Cantor's student Nicholas Pronko published an article entitled Psycholinguistics, a Review. So, this is the origin, how we get the term psycholinguistics. Theories. The viewpoint began in 1959 with Noam Chomsky's highly critical review of B.F. Skinner's verbal behavior in 1957. This review This review helped start what has been called the cognitive revolution in psychology. Chomsky posited that humans possess a special innate ability for language, and that complex syntactic features such as recursion are hardwired in the brain. So you see, that is a complex syntactic feature and deals with in brain. When Chomsky asserted that children acquiring a language have a vast source space to explore among all possible human grammars, there was an evidence that children received sufficient input to learn all the rules of their language. Actually, the term psycholinguistics and the area of study is not so tough subject, but you have to realize. You have to realize first. When you study, when you make your reading, then you have to be very clear. You have to be clear on your concept, that what is it actually, and then you should try to remember or memorize the things. But at first, if you try to memorize all of these things without realizing anything, then it will not be established in your brain. The field of linguistics and psycholinguistics had since been defined by pro and con reactions to Chomsky. The view in favor of Chomsky still holds that the human ability to use language is qualitatively different from any sort of animal ability. This ability may have resulted from a favorable mutation or from an adaptation of skills that originally evolved for other purposes. Hence, there must be some other innate mechanism that endows humans with the ability to learn language. Main aspects of psycholinguistics. How do children acquire their first language? That is language acquisition. And then how do people process and comprehend language? That is language comprehension. So there is two things. One is language acquisition, another one is language comprehension. Main stages of child language development. There are 6 stages. Number 1, pre-linguistic stage, that is 1 to 6 months. Then babbling stage, 6 to 9 months. Holophrastic, that should be holophrastic stage or one-word stage, that is 9 to 18 months. Two-word stage, 18 to 24 months. Telegraphic stage, 24 to 38 months. Then at last multi-word stage, 30 plus months. These are the stages of language development of a child. There are some definitions on psycholinguistics. You may use these definition in your answer scripts. The branch of linguistics that analyzes the psychological factors involved in the perception of and response to linguistic phenomena. Linguistics is the study of how the psyche responds to words and language. The study of the influence of psychological factors on the development, use, and interpretation of language. the study of the influence of psychological factors on the development, use, and interpretation of language. The study of the comprehension and production of language in its spoken, written, and sign forms. So, these are the definition of psycholinguistics. Area of study. Area of study: phonetics and phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. Modern psycholinguistics. In 1959, Chomsky's critical review of Skinner's verbal behavior. These are some lines that I have put in short about modern psycholinguistics. Beginning of 60s, psycholinguistics tries to relate language processing to transformational grammar. It has left linguistics since and became an autonomous field of study. Roots both in psychology and in linguistics. Psycholinguistics mainly came from psyche and linguistics. Psyche means mind or mental, and linguistics study of language. So, a study of language in the mind. I repeat, a study of language in the mind, that is psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics is the study of the psychological and neurobiological factors that enable humans to acquire, use, comprehend, and produce language. This is another definition also. You may say the use of language and speech as a window to the nature and structure of the human mind is called psycholinguistics. That is given by Thomas Scoville. Here these are the questions. Actually, today I have given a preliminary lecture on, or a very brief idea on psycholinguistics, and in my next class I will discuss in details. And you have to take your preparation, or you have to study these questions. These are the brief questions. What is psycholinguistics? What is babbling stage? What is one-word stage? What is telegraphic stage? What is holophrastic stage? What is let? What is aptitude? What is attitude? What is motivation? What is cognitive style? What is CPH? And I think I will try to discuss in details in my next session. And these are the broad questions here. What are the major stages of child language acquisition? What is behaviorist theory? What are the shortcomings of behaviorism? Describe the Carson monitor model. Describe the pre-linguistic stage of first language acquisition, and differentiate between language acquisition and learning. So, these are the questions from psycholinguistics you have to study. So, that's all about my today's lecture. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Stay at home and stay safe. And in my next lecture, I will again discuss in details on the topics, that is psycholinguistics. And that's all about my today's lecture. Thank you very much. Thank you all.